okay, so
All right, give it
you
to
work
me,
in a
Ryan.
hospital.
Yeah.
Doesn't it go down in the hospital when it comes to dating? Like nurses, doctors, PAs, they
It's
be
like
fucking.
scrubs all over the place.
Right?
Yeah, sometimes, I would say that in training that was more common. So, I mean, medical training is forever, right? So you have college and then med school and residency and then like subspecialty training. So it's sort of just like college extended. So yeah, there was a lot of training, a lot of interdating, both between like doctors and nurses and between doctors and doctors.
Do you date a doctor? You said you're in a relationship for 2 years, is it?
I don't currently know.
Huh?
I don't currently.
Oh, he's not a doctor?
No.
Okay. Okay. Question. Or wait, not a question. Do the female doctors get upset that the male doctors with the nurses? You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a great question. So this does come up because the male doctors will get a lot of attention from the nurses, from the female nurses, and generally speaking, that is a huge asset. So a lot of the female nurses are sort of looking for the new batch of residents and the new doctors to sort of chase after and see if they can get in relationships.
Why is that though? Like that? Why do they just go?
Yeah.
How come they're so set on like going for the doctor?
Well, I think.
I mean, I get like I get why.
Status.
I get the
Yeah.
status, but it's just.
Status.
But like, are they
Like,
just,
come on.
are like the nurses really just like waiting in there for the next doctor to come in?
Not all nurses, and this is no detractment at nurses by any means. I think doctors have a lot to offer. Doctors are high earners. They're probably relatively intelligent people. Maybe they're kind of empathetic. So I think there's valid qualities that would make someone kind of pursue that.
Who do you guys think cheat more? Who cheats more,
Wait, but Brian,
medical
what's the point of your
professionals or
question?
NBA players?
Wait, what?
Like athletes, like professional athletes or healthcare professionals? Who do you think cheats more?
Probably athletes.
Probably athletes. They get way more attention and
I
exposure
heard
to
nurse
people.
infidelity amongst nurses is insane. And I actually think, well, you had a question though.
No, I was just trying to get to the meat of the question you're asking.
Oh, I was just curious because you're in the field, and that why I was
Yeah.
kind of leading into, and I was going to ask the panel this: what the panel thinks are some red flag jobs in a potential partner, and because I was going to
OnlyFans?
say nurses.
Why would you say
Nurse
why
is a
would you-
little bit of a
why
red
would
flag.
You say nurses?
Because they get down, son. They get, bro, I'm just saying, like, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Nurses, it's it can be a high stress job. There's a lot of attractive men around, stress, janitor's closet. I'm sure you got stories. People be fucking in the hospital.
I don't got any of those stories.
You don't got any stories?
I don't got those stories. It's not exactly like Scrubs. I mean, Scrubs is a little bit exaggerated. Come on.
I think nurses, it's kind of a red flag.
They're good at
job.
caretaking, though. They're
Honestly, though, do you know, really?
yeah.
I
I mean,
feel
they're
like
very caring.
they're
I think
almost
nurses are way more caring
desensitized.
than doctors are.
I think
in
they're.
general.
Well, okay, I don't want to like paint with a broad brush here.
Of course.
But like, there's definitely nurses who are very, as you said, they're empathetic or
Yeah,
caring,
yeah.
nurturing, caretakers. But I don't know, some of them, not so much. Not so much. Okay, all right. FDG, thank you for the 50 gifted. Appreciate it.
You've had some bad experience with nurses, it sounds like.
I've dated a couple nurses.
Yeah.
There's a little something. There's a little something off, A
Interesting.
little something.
Tell us more.
I don't know. It's just a stressful job.
Yeah.
For starters, I mean, it depends how, what kind of work they're doing. But I think one of the big things is there's a lot of room for them to meet like a lot of high status men. So like if you're an average guy and you're dating a nurse, like she's going to be moving in rooms with like pretty high status guys. And I think they released a study recently, Nick, I don't know if you can search it up, that infidelity among nurses is very high.
Interesting. That's news to me. I didn't know that was like a common
Yeah, the highest
issue.
rates of infidelity is amongst nurses and women.
Said doctors was higher, but that was based off a study of 367 individuals.
Well,
That's sufficient.
Well, I know that like alcoholism rates amongst
367 is sufficient.
it's the case, right? I think alcoholism among physicians, doctors, it's pretty high.
It's pretty high. You know, it's a high.
I mean, it's a
high
stressful job.
High stress job.
I have a lot
Like,
of
same-
clients that are doctors.
You got
Yeah.
client
I have a lot-
female clients.
It's also
No, I
high
have a lot of-
among
I have, male clients that are
Oh,
doctors.
you got male clients too. Okay.
Yeah.
cops and firefighters too. Cheat a lot.
Well, any stressful job definitely like rates of alcoholism and infidelity. I think are increased. Lawyers drink quite a bit, so
They're just trying to find something to fill that gap. That's all they're
Military
doing.
performers.
so red flag jobs in guys and girls. Maybe we can go around the table on this, Christy.
Well, everyone here obviously thinks my job is red flag job.
Thanks.
What? Where'd you get that idea?
Yeah, I know, it's nuts. But I mean, I obviously don't think it's a red flag job.
What is?
What would be a red flag job for me?
Yeah.
Like a garbage man.
What?
I just
Well,
wouldn't-
no,
they're
that's
usually-
exactly who I want to marry.
Stop it.
in Long Island.
No,
Wait.
Long
they
Island, they're all in the
why?
mob, so I wouldn't.
Wait,
want,
do
like,
you-
You
a
are so
mafia
wrong on
man.
this.
Wait, Alex, you. I think it's a respectful career.
No, I absolutely do. I think the blue collar men, so that's a green flag for me. As guys that work those really blue collar jobs, and also, clearly you haven't looked on TikTok. There's so many viral TikToks. Garbage guys are so sweet with kids in the neighborhood. The little kids always love when the garbage man comes. They're always super caring. They love kids. Anyway, that is such a green flag job to me because they're hardworking. They're
You
go-getters.
should make
pick
an
up after
app,
the
a
shit
dating
you leave
app to
behind.
meet Garbage man.
Well, what's like your
like
dream
care
man? What
about
does he do?
A real estate developer.
That'd be a good guy.
I have two
You're a
two
great
real
guy.
estate licenses. So
Why do you need two?
Because you need them for different states.
Okay,
so
fair
I have
enough.
New York
Fair
and New
enough.
Jersey,
Fair enough.
which is where I'm from. So you need them, every state. But I also have my interior design and architecture degree. So, like you're saying of how like you and your wife work together on things like a real estate developer, like we could like make a really
Wait,
big
okay, let's
business
bring it back to
together.
the conversation though. So, garbage man is red flag.
I've never like thought about it, but I don't I don't really see that.
What about
in
a
my future.
McDonald's worker, like a
Yeah,
cashier
I
at
don't see
McDonald's?
that in my future.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything bad
What
about
about a
him.
plumber?
I don't see
Plumber?
that in my future.
Plumber?
I don't see that in my future either. It's not, maybe it's not a red flag job. It's just not who I see myself
It doesn't
ending up
align with your
That's such a
lifestyle.
super-
That's where
Superficial
all the
attitude.
money is, though, Christy. The plumbers, the electricians, the
Yeah.
welders, they're
Some
making
plumbers are
absolute
killing
I
it.
bank.
know.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I actually just had a plumber at my house the other day.
Was it a
He had
plumber or a
No,
plumber?
he was
Was
like
there a leak?
He literally had to replace my toilet, and me and my sister, like, I didn't know this was gonna happen, and my sister was visiting, and we were going to the pool because I live in Miami, and then he texted me, "Thank you for the amazing views," because he saw us leave with our bathing suits on, and I said, "Did you use my balcony?" Because like I have amazing views off my balcony, but so I did just get hit on by a plumber. He might even watch us. Maybe I'll send him the link. But he seemed pretty cool. But
Just not.
What about
okay.
like a real
I
estate
turned
guy?
it down. I turned it down.
What about you? Any red flag careers or jobs in a partner?
Like
besides
any
podcast
type
host?
of performer.
Performer,
Yeah.
like a musician.
Musicians.
OnlyFans.
They.
Well, because they attract a lot of attention.
You don't want a guy who attracts a lot of attention.
I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't want one.
You're
But
saying
I'm
you're
just
saying they're
saying
more
it's
likely
a-
to like have
yeah.
chicks, other women around. And okay, what about you? Any red flag jobs?
I can't think of anything specific that's red flag. Yeah.
Okay.
Any guy in the military.
Oh, you're gonna get dragged for that one.
I know, but
All right.
y'all just have so much time to go out, and you're in another country sometimes.
For
you're
years.
You're there for years. Like I don't know what you're doing out there.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I hear a lot
I
of
have
men
no idea.
that in the military end up cheating on their women back
Yeah.
home.
I hear a lot of women who are
that's what I
well,
would-
military
women-
That's
guys.
probably
Yeah.
both.
Women for
They're
sure.
cheating on
Cheating.
each other
Yeah.
with each other.
Definitely will go
guess.
both ways.
But they probably have an understanding, so.
I don't know about that, but Madison, any red flag jobs?
A sex worker.
Okay. Alex?
I would say red flag jobs for me and a guy would be anything that
HR.
requires him being like a center of attention. So politician running for office, actor, singer,
Podcast
any type
host.
of like
Canadian.
because
Canadian?
my job requires some of that, and
I thought you said Canadian.
I think there would be natural competition. I think it would be hard. I think with my job, I do need a guy that prefers more to be like behind the scenes. Not that I want him to be
Sure.
in that way. I'm just saying, like, if there was a competition for attention and things like that, I think that could be bad.
Competition for attention.
Like bad for
But
you,
because you do content creation, like you're out there, how do you define yourself? Would you consider yourself like a political pundit?
Yeah,
Like what-
I work in the conservative media space and I host a podcast and I do a lot of public
Yeah.
speaking and things like that. So I can just see how if a guy was doing the same type of thing, it just might be competitive or difficult for them.
But couldn't that be like power couple?
It
Like,
could.
if I'm trying to think of like a single conservative guy who they're all married. I was thinking like Ben Shapiro. If he was single, would you? If he was single, would you?
I guess potentially.
Would you go for Ben Shapiro?
It's just hard. It would be hard. I think that would
Matt
create
Walsh?
a more difficult.
Is he cute?
I think Matt Walsh is super handsome, but he is married.
He's married. He is married. I'm trying to think of.
But
like,
yeah, I think
Michael Knowles. All these guys are
Michael
married.
Knowles is
All
also
the
super cute, and
conservative guys are
also
married.
he's married. But one thing about Michael Knowles, he smokes cigars a lot, and I've always said I think that is one of the biggest turn-ons is a guy that smokes cigars.
Oh, I love
Michael
smoking
Knowles.
cigars.
There you
Maybe
have it.
that's why my
You smoke cigars?
yeah. I do.
I don't think it's the cigars that you're
So
smoking
maybe
that's the
that's
issue.
why.
Did you smoke?
Not a lot.
Did you
not
smoke
often.
cigarettes too?
No. But I do like a cigar every now and then.
Okay.